Welcome to Whatever You Need, the place where stories become more than headlines. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe, tap the join button if you want to support our channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Because here, your voice shapes the stories we tell. It was a moment that silenced an entire studio. Under the glare of stage lights, actor Kerem Bürsin spoke words that would echo across social media, fan forums, and entertainment newsrooms. For the first time in years, he addressed the question that has followed him everywhere. How real was the love between him and Hande Erçel, the co-star who shared not only the screen, but a part of his heart? With visible emotion and a trembling voice, Bürsin admitted that what millions witnessed on television wasn't pure fiction. The emotions in that series weren't just acting, they were real, he confessed. The atmosphere in the studio turned still, as if everyone collectively held their breath. It wasn't a confession rehearsed for publicity. It was a truth long carried in silence, finally set free. Kerem spoke about the quiet beginnings of that bond, how affection took root not in sudden infatuation but in shared hours, rehearsals, and glances that gradually became impossible to ignore. At first, I tried to keep everything professional, he said. We were embarking on a big project, and I didn't want emotions to interfere. But there was something about Hande, her energy, her authenticity, her way of seeing life, that felt incredibly genuine. Even surrounded by people, I saw only her. As he spoke, the memory seemed to move him deeply. His tone carried nostalgia, the kind that comes when recollection meets gratitude. What the audience saw on screen as chemistry, he revealed, was born from something much more profound, an unplanned intimacy that blurred the line between character and self. Every look, every touch, every word came from something real, he continued. Even when the director said cut, those feelings didn't fade immediately. They stayed, sometimes quietly, sometimes overwhelmingly. The host asked when Hande noticed his feelings. A soft smile appeared on Kerem's face, followed by a pause that said more than any script could. I think she realized before I did, he said. I tried to hide it, but she could read it in my eyes. There was a scene where our eyes met and something just shifted. That was the moment everything changed. Bürsin didn't shy away from describing his admiration for Hande Erçel beyond the romantic. Hande is both strong and fragile. That duality fascinates me. You can see her strength when she leads a scene, and yet there's a softness that makes you want to protect her. What started as friendship, as two colleagues supporting each other, turned into something deeper than I ever expected. These words revealed a tenderness rarely seen in celebrity interviews. For years, speculation surrounded their relationship. Was it a marketing creation, a publicity stunt, or something real? Now his tone answered it without ambiguity. The confession immediately flooded digital platforms. Hashtags carrying their names trended within minutes. Fans shared old behind-the-scenes clips, writing captions like, "So, it really happened," and their eyes told the truth all along. In his conversation, Kerem reflected on how the romance blossomed under the demanding conditions of television production. Long filming days, intense emotional scenes, and the exhaustion of living multiple lives at once, all of it amplified their connection. When two people spend that much time together, portraying love day after day, something happens, he explained. You begin to feel. You can't separate the fiction from what's real anymore. At this point in the program, Kerem's eyes glistened. He admitted that the love story that began on set didn't fade when the lights went off. It followed them home. It whispered through quiet nights after filming, when the makeup was gone, and only the raw humanity remained. We were honest with each other, he said. That honesty made it all real. Yes, we had difficult days, arguments even, but we never doubted the feelings themselves. The words landed with weight. In a world where so many celebrity romances seem designed for attention, his sounded refreshingly sincere. Later in the interview, when asked whether those feelings ever frightened him, Bürsin hesitated for a moment, then nodded. At first, yes. It's not easy to navigate love when your work depends on performing it. But Hande made it safe. She allowed me to feel without fear. Those watching from home saw a man stripped of pretense, not a star but someone wrestling with the vulnerability that fame so often punishes. His voice broke slightly when he added, "She helped me act better because what I felt for her was real. Every emotion, every gesture, came from truth." And maybe that's why their series resonated so deeply with audiences. It wasn't just entertainment, it was emotion captured on film. Viewers weren't just seeing characters fall in love, they were witnessing two hearts speaking in a language only they understood. Kerem Bürsin's reflections also touched on the challenge of balancing public image with personal life. It's never easy when your private feelings become everyone's topic, he admitted. But I've learned that being genuine is the only thing that lasts. Pretending, for me, isn't an option anymore. His statement resonated beyond fan communities. Many viewers wrote that they were moved not only by his honesty, but by the courage it takes to claim one's truth in an industry that thrives on illusion. Whatever You Need wants to ask you, our audience, do you think true love can survive the spotlight? Have you ever witnessed a connection so real that it blurred the lines between art and life? Let us know in the comments. And while you're there, remember to like this video, subscribe, and support us by joining the channel. Your engagement keeps stories like this alive. Kerem's confession reshaped how people view on-set romances. It reminded viewers that behind the bright lights, fame, and photo ops, there are moments of raw authenticity, two souls meeting by accident, only to realize that destiny was quietly writing its own script. His words have now become part of that script. Clips from the program circulate everywhere, subtitled in multiple languages, watched by millions who still believe in genuine emotion. Fans who had once dismissed the relationship as a media fantasy now call it the love that defied the stage. One fan wrote on social media, "Their love started as a scene, but ended as something timeless." Another said, "Maybe this is why that show felt different. We weren't just watching acting, we were witnessing love." The simplicity of Kerem's honesty cut through cynicism. In an era of staged confessions and curated vulnerability, this one felt real. It was imperfect, trembling, human, and that's what made it unforgettable. As the interview drew to a close, Kerem Bürsin reflected one last time. "When I look back today, I remember every detail. Those days were more than a series, they were the start of something genuine, something alive." His eyes glimmered with that same sincerity viewers had long associated with him on screen. And in that instant, the audience realized something simple yet profound. Sometimes, fiction doesn't just imitate life, it becomes the language through which real hearts speak. Maybe that's what makes this story timeless. It's not just about Kerem or Hande, it's about the courage to feel deeply, even when the world is watching. It's a reminder that behind every camera flash, there might still be an unguarded truth waiting to be told. Thank you for joining us here on Whatever You Need, where we dive beneath the surface of celebrity to find the heartbeat of real emotion. Don't forget to subscribe, tap join to keep our community growing, and tell us, which story should we explore next? Until next time, keep feeling, keep believing, and always seek whatever you need.